Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here again doing another episode of my Create This Book and Create This Book series. And as you all know by now, this book was created by Mariah Elizabeth, where basically each page gives you a different prompt so you can use your own creativity and fill out the page. The first page I'm going to be doing is to create quick sketches page, where basically you draw something in 1 minute or less and then you repeat it drawing different things each time. I honestly had lots of fun doing this, but at first I thought that 1 minute would be a lot more time than it was, and I quickly realized that 1 minute isn't enough time to do big sketches. So as the more I kept doing it, the less and less detailed I got with these sketches. But I quickly finished that page with a bunch of random different sketches, just filling the whole page. And I moved on to the second page for my Create This Book, which is to create a growth chart. And basically it tells you to figure out a way to show some kind of growing process. And since the first page that I did was very quick and easy, and just like 1 minute sketches, I decided to try to be a little more detailed and put in more thought for this page than I normally do. And so I actually started off by sketching out a design for the page, and I did something a little bit differently this time. Normally I put in the extra printer paper onto the page and work on the book or inside the book, but this time I decided to just work on the pages outside of the book and then glue them onto the book. And I honestly found that it was a lot easier to do it this way than having to deal with a book and all of its misshapen pages. And once I was finished with the sketching, I took the time to fine line everything and erase all the sketch lines, and then I started to use color pencils, which isn't one of my favorite mediums. I don't do many drawings, and when I do drawings, they're usually just sketches. I don't really do drawings and then color them or anything. But I decided for this page I wanted to do something a little different, out of my comfort zone, and just draw like a traditional drawing and actually try and sketch it out and fine line it and use colored pencils to color it in. And for this page, to fulfill the create a growth, I decided to do something that was more of an unseen growth. And so I decided to draw and try to depict the process of someone falling into a sadness or a depression and then slowly growing out of it or getting better and feeling better. And so that's what I try to depict with this page and the 2 pages that I did for them. I hope it comes through well. It made sense in my mind, but I wasn't sure. And as with all pages, I am putting my initials and putting the date on them for which I finished. And quickly, I'm moving on to my Create This Book 2. The pages that I did for this week, although some took a lot of time, I ended up going through them really quickly. I was feeling very weird with my creativity lately, and that's why I decided to do the Create This Book series. But once I was actually working on the pages, I felt a lot more better with my creativity and just a lot better in general. But back to the page that we're working on. It says create a scented page. Use the page to capture your favorite scents. And my favorite scent is of sakura, or the Japanese cherry blossoms. It's my favorite scent out there. And so I decided to just do one scent in this page. And so I started by drawing out and coloring in a Japanese cherry blossom and just kind of decorating the page. I wrote the name in Japanese, at least I tried to. And then once I finished drawing everything and just decorating the page, I actually got some Japanese cherry blossom spray and just sprayed it in the book. And it actually is still smelling like Japanese cherry blossom today. This page was kind of weird to spray, but I had a lot of fun doing it. And moving on to the last page, it says create a page, and it asks you to tear a page from an old book or magazine and stick it onto this page. I did not like the sound of ruining a book. I like to read a lot, and I have lots of books, and I wasn't really open to the idea of tearing anything out. But then I remembered I had very old books that were like collections of different mangas and different Japanese comics, and I remember that some of those old books had mangas from Naruto, which is my favorite anime and manga. And so I took the time off camera to look through them all and cut out some of my favorite parts that I really liked and glue them onto the page. And for extra security, I coated some Mod Podge over it just to make sure that the pages wouldn't come off. And with that, the page was done. I had lots of fun doing it, and I really like how it turned out. Overall, I enjoyed all 4 of the pages that I did. I came up with the ideas that I was going to do very quickly for these pages, even though I wasn't really feeling creative. This kind of helped with my creative slump that I was going through. I enjoyed a lot doing these 4 pages, even though they were kind of weird and kind of different to what I normally do in regards to art and the materials that I usually use. But I still enjoyed it, and I hope you all enjoyed watching me fill out these 4 pages, and I hope you all like how I decorated and filled out these pages, especially the Japanese cherry blossom one, which was kind of weird, spraying the book with an actual spray. But overall, I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and God bless you.